Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Career Mode episode number 64. We're on stage 10 of La Vuelta. We have a big climb at the end of this stage. It is 14 kilometers in length. Average is 7%. 11.2 is the max. It's really only the one steeper section, but at that length, it's definitely going to do some damage. One Category 1 climb before it, just about enough time to recover as long as the pace isn't insane there, so we should have just about everybody for the final climb. 178 kilometers is the length of the stage. Genometer, of course, still looking really good. McNulty and Evenepoel in 5th place. 53k to go, and we're already starting to get a good amount of fatigue set in. First 10 riders have just been dropped. The breakaway initially was small, but somebody was in it that the field wasn't too keen on, and as they chased them down, it actually got them close enough that a bunch of riders joined them, and we went from about 7 up to 18 riders, and then they pulled back away. So whoever they didn't want in the break ended up in the break anyway, or it was just that one team was really keen on getting their guys in the break, chase them back. Of course, in real life, that's what normally happens. That group just now starting to split off for the first time as they were on the one categorized climb along the way towards the finish. 5.8 kilometers, 8%, and we are now on it as well. I can see a little bit of blinking red here with 87s. Peloton shrinking. It looks like Garrison's going to be gone here pretty soon, and Felci needs to take over. And you can see Garrison pretty far out the back already, but he's still in the peloton at this point, just drifting. Mather, Felci, they're both going to be gone soon. But surprisingly, no major loss of contact, which means there isn't too much pace here on this climb. But I would imagine we're going to see a big split somewhere around Garrison's area here. Still no split. There, finally. First split that we've seen. Now back up at the front. Felci and Mather still have not faded, so yes, you can see that the pace really dropped in the group. But now, and he himself, let's see, is tired. If I could find this Sunweb rider leading out to Moulin. Heimgartner was working pretty hard there. Caruso took over, and between the two of them, damage finally done to an extent. 88 riders, but there's Felci and Mather. That's all they dropped back. Garrison's still climbing his way up. Everybody else on the descent, 85. And most of these guys should recover and be okay for that final climb. Evenepoel's strong, McNulty's strong, and Mather. So those guys are definitely going to be there. We'll see what the pace is on how much recovery we get out of the rest. Still quite a few riders off the front. Here's that recovery. Narvaez is halfway recovered already. It's taking a little bit longer for Felci and Mather to recover, and like I said, there's a chance that they won't, because if we flatten out and the pace is hot, then it is what it is. And actually, we're seeing a split at the moment, 46-42 in the peloton. So apparently there's still some pace in this group if we're seeing it split. I still think it's going to come together, and it keeps yo-yoing, but no reason to think that those guys are going to be lost. Now, the gap is 5:40, so actually the gap went back out after we sat up a bit, or maybe on the descent. But either way, the break, the front of the break anyway, has quite the gap. There's 10 between us and the front two groups. I wouldn't guarantee it yet, not at 5 minutes. Not with a climb that size, but it depends on who's at the front. We can see as far as Group E2, Toynes, Bowman, and Banaszak, Adrian Banaszak, and Scoins is in Group 3. Dan Martin is there. But no idea who's in that front group. We seem to be going really slow, but the gap is at least holding at 5.5 minutes. Narvaez nearly recovered. Felchi, Mather, just a little bit of recovery for them. And yes, Peloton holding at the 85. Alright, here we go. So 14K, 7%, 1,100 meters of climbing.
Now we're into the final climb. The riders know there are pretty ladies at the top. The lead is being cut.
Okay, we're going to use these guys as gels first. We're going to get Narvaez going here in a moment. About half a K or so. Yeah, maybe a full K. Still not much pace. But we already pulled back a minute. Okay, let's go and use Narvaez.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
Use his gel. Felchi, Mather, they're going to start fading. Mather already is. Who is he protecting? It's McNulty.
The pace seems much too high for many riders.
So I'll switch Narvaez off.
Counter-attack by Quintana.
Okay, here goes Felchi heading out the back. 26 riders separated. Wow, that's a big group that just fell off. Mark Hershey getting dropped already. Colbrelli hanging on. Ewan hanging on, but they're about to go out the back. Galopan going out. Roscoff at the back of the group. Chavez, Nieve, Pazzavivo. Scoins has been caught. And the group's down to 41. Okay, Narvaez, you've used your gel. Evenepoel's now riding solo, so we need to make sure we are protecting him. So Gino Mater, get up there and support your leader. 7K to go.
The riders are going through a very tough portion with percentages above 10%.
Group ahead of us that we'll be catching soon. Narvaez going out the back. I need to make sure I never set these guys to auto.
Attack by Dylan Toynes.
Alright, there's our 3 at the front. Down to 8 riders off the front, and there's 6 of them, and there's the other 2. So we've already nearly caught. Toynes is now the race leader, just 1 minute ahead. 5K to go. So we are just about to the end of this steepest section. Shoot, Mater, I waited too long, and McNulty. We're through that steepest section. I think rounding this corner, it's going to level off a little bit. Yes, it does. Okay, so we're into this section now. This is still steep through here. Evenepoel, we're going to have to use his gel here pretty soon. And we're seeing the leaders attack, but Bernal is not in position to pursue the front few guys. Lopez, Carapaz, Bernal, Landa, off they go. To Moulin now trying to chase. This is the group I want to hold in. It's a group of 9. Mater got dropped. McNulty got dropped. Evenepoel just hanging on now. 9 chasing 4. 2K to go. We're with Nibali and Toynes, Quintana, Yates, Conchi riding off. This is where the real separation begins. Final kilometer. We get caught by Moss and Uran. 700 meters. Carapaz takes the stage. To Moulin second. Lopez, Quintana, Landa, Bernal, Yates.
This stage was a real strength sapper.
Here's 8, 9, 10 coming to the line. Moss, Conchi, and Yates. Adam Yates. Nibali, we're going to take 12th. And Uran. It's not a bad result. It's not a bad result, but it is going to reestablish the top 10. No surprise on that necessarily, but go Mater, go Mater. 28th for Mater, 22nd for McNulty. The reality is starting to set in that these climbs, the big ones, are going to set us back. We are not strong enough at this point to really compete GC-wise. Not with these World Tour guys. Not with these better World Tour guys. Venepul, he's on his way. He's getting there. And he will be able to compete with these guys. But he's going to have to level up a couple times. And hopefully we can keep him on as a rider in the meantime. Minute 41 behind for Venepul. So here's the new standings. Dumoulin in the race leads. Simon Yates 4 seconds behind. Lopez 52. Carapaz is a minute 6. And then the gaps start to open up. 2:06 to Bernal. 2:55 to Venepul. 3:22 to Sosa. Was he even around? Where was Ivan Sosa? 17th. 3 minutes behind. He was higher up the order than I thought. He lost 3 minutes. He was only 22 seconds down. He was on the podium. Moss 4:06. Yates 4:10. Nibali 4:43. Landa 5:20. McNulty in 12th at 5:23. There's Katana. Wow, 5.5 minutes behind for him. And Mater's still in the top 20 as well. But hanging on to his 6th place is really good for now. Second in the under 25s to Bernal. And still second as a team. Okay, stage 11. We're going to skip straight to the end. One little punchy climb just to the end. It's fairly short, but at 6 kilometers and very steep at the finish, it'll still end up with some definite separation in the field. So 30K to go in this stage. Nothing but the climb at the end. However, the stage has been chaotic. It started with some crashes. Garrison caught up in some of that, and Garrison is off the back. So what happened with Garrison is he ends up in a small group, 5-6 riders off the back, but it was a long time ago. It was only halfway through the stage. But there was enough pace in the peloton that they slowly caught up, burning energy. By the time they made contact, I played it smart. At that point, we had 60K to go. Garrison immediately, I set him to his protect duty, so he's going to have his guy covered. But I immediately have him raise his arm to grab water to come back to the front of the field. At that point, he had plenty of energy to do so. But then he chased for 30K and didn't make it. So then, realizing that he's not going to make it back, he almost made it to the group, but realizing that he wasn't going to make it back, I then send James Mather to get water. And this is 15-20K ago. Well, he's running into the problem that the peloton is yo-yoing. So he got water for himself and then decided, oh, I'm no longer in the group of those guys. I don't need to take water to them. I'm just going to toss all these bottles aside. And then all of a sudden the group remakes contact and James Mather has no water. I think right now he's still trying to grab water again before returning to the front. So meanwhile, these guys have been without water for, 100K now since last time they got water. And here in a moment, I would expect that all of them are going to start trying to go back to get water themselves. And you could see that that's going to be a real problem for us because we don't have the guys around to do it. We'll let Mather go solo for now, and here's Mather in his attempt to get back to the group. Now 19K to go. Now if he does get water back to the front, which he's got maybe just enough energy as long as the pace isn't crazy for the next little bit, Mather. But I mean, look how hard it is for him to move forward. He just went pretty much full sprint and gained about 1 bike length. That was a little easier right there, but he's barely got the energy right now. It's right on the edge, whether he's going to make it or not. And there's everybody starting to freak out about not having water. But here is Mather. Come on, come on. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, he did it. Good job, good job. You're going to protect Mather. And use your gel right away, because you're not going to last even to the climb. Alright, so Garrison out the back already. Mather done already before we even get to the climb. 11.5k to go. 5 riders off front, just a minute ahead. There they are. Now around the bend, but
The pack is putting the squeeze on the
we're
breakaway.
ready to go. Now, here's my thought. Is this the kind of stage that we want to train up? It's short. It's steep. So keep up tempo, stay near the front, or trial by fire, survive, eliminate half your riders all at once. It's tricky on whether we should do that, but we're in a strong position right this moment. Let's do it. Mather's already going to go forward. Narvaez will follow him. Felchi will follow. Narvaez, you need to use your gel. Mather. McNulty. Venipol. Felchi, go ahead and use your gel as well. Mather, it's not going to be a 99, but it will be a 95. You got to get out in the open. You got to get us moving ahead. There we go. He did his job. We're going to turn the corner and begin the climb. And meanwhile, Narvaez is going to push the tempo. But we're going to make sure we don't do too much damage to our own team. But we've got to get out front for this to work. You can already see the road got a little bit skinnier as we turn the corner. So Mather going backwards, set him to auto. And Narvaez is done. Set him to auto, and that's Felchi. Everybody else is looking pretty good. Mather, use your gel.
The little promenade is over. The group has been
Okay, down to a 93. We're out front. We're in a good spot. 4k to go. Felchi's outdoing Mather at the moment. Peloton down to 29. That's what I was looking for. Now here's the problem. Mather, his gel's kicking in. So we're going to have Mather go to the front at 99. And we're going to let Felchi jump in for a moment. There we go.
It's survival of the fittest.
Okay, that's allowing these guys to get a chance, but we boxed him in. Nice. 22 left. Okay, McNulty, use your gel. As long as he's boxed in, we're okay. And here goes Landa. So now it's Felchi's turn. Mather, you're going to try to get onto the back as best you can. And we're back to Felchi riding out front. There you go. And now you're going to filter to the back. And now it's going to be McNulty, 2.5k to go. Venipol, we're going to use his gel here in just a moment. There we go. One rider up front, but just 19 in the group. That's Landa. Again, considering where we're at, I'm not really in it to just wipe guys out. 1.4k. McNulty really giving us a strong lead out here, but he is done. He's going to try to get on the back as best he can. Speaking of where are these guys at, Felchi, Mather fading, but they're still in the group technically, so they count among those 18. And now with 1.2k, Venipol in a strong position. We're going to go at a 92. 900 meters. 700 meters. Okay, hang in the group, hang in the group. 500 meters. Now you can... effort up. Come on, Venipol.
The sprint is on.
Come on, Venipol. 300 meters. 97. Okay, Landa's going to hang on to win. Carapaz, Lopez to Moulin. There's Yates, Haig. Going to get 7th on the stage, it looks like. Jack Haig 6th. Nairo Quintana 8th. Max Schockman 9th. There's separation. Valence, Pulse, Uran. There's McNulty and Mather, both in strong positions. Better day today. Less steep. Less steep. Good for us. And that plan worked well this time. Venipol didn't quite have the energy to finish it off, to go off and win or anything, but let's face reality. We're probably not going to win any stages in this. Just minimizing losses is going to really go a long ways to help us out, because there's going to be stages where other contenders lose a lot more time than we do. So if every day, if we're there or thereabouts with the final group near the end. Look, the line, it's like a tripwire. But he's got a bunny hop the line. Oh, wouldn't that be a brutal finish? So 18 seconds off, we get same time as Yates, Haig, and Quintana. Dumoulin, Lopez, Carapaz, Landa get a little bit faster, but then the gap's open behind us. 44, 106, 116. That's going to help our position. So Dumoulin, race lead. Yates, 22. Lopez, 48 seconds, and Carapaz in even 1 minute. We're back into 5th. Or no, we're up to 5th, right? Weren't we 6th, or was it 5th before? No, we were 5th, dropped to 6th. We're back to 5th. There it is. 3:13 behind. Half minute ahead of Bernal. Landa is 2 minutes behind. Quintana 2.5. Adam Yates 6:39. And McNulty same time in 10th, back up into the top 10. Excellent result there. That puts Evenepoel back, or puts him into the under 25s jersey ahead of Bernal. McNulty up to 3rd, and Mader is 6th. That is really good. And with the top 3 all finishing near the front of the field, we're back into the team competition lead. I don't think we'll hang on to it long term. Ineos is way too strong climbing wise, but oh man, that looks nice. Oh no. Really bad news as we are approaching the late stage here. I mean, yes, there's 50k to go, but really bad timing for McNulty, Narvaez, and Felci to all fall down. 2 of our stronger climbers anyway. Looks like we are going to remake contact with the field relatively quick, hopefully, anyway. Certainly before this climb would be ideal. A number of crashes in this one. And I'm going to let these other guys handle the chase. That's 20 riders going at it. Quite a few from, what was that, Bora Hansgrohe? Movie Star and EF Education first, all with riders here. And there is contact back to the front of the field. So we want Nolte, Felci moving back up, but hopefully they don't waste too much energy trying to get there on this particular climb. We just want to make sure they don't. Oh, Nicola Conchi out of the race. One of the best climbers out here. Nicola Conchi has withdrawn, so I think he was in the same crash we were, but I thought he continued on. Garrison's starting to get tired at the front. Evenepoel on a -3 today, but it's 2 Category 3 climbs, and I want to say that this is the climb. The Alto de Viro? Viviro? Is it the same? It is the Alto de Viviro. So this is the same climb. It's a wider road. Should be plenty of space to get guys the protection they need to get up and over it. Next time, though, I expect we're going to be quite a bit faster. Mather already going backwards. Felci's going to need to take over to protect Gino Mader, it looks like, if he does get dropped. 113 left in the peloton. Minute 25 to the front riders. Shouldn't be a problem catching them. And Mather is dropped. So slow that down for a minute. Set him to auto. Felci needs to go pick up Mader. Actually, I'm going to have him pick up Evenepoel. And then we'll put Garrison on Mader. And yeah, those guys are not coming back. Okay, long, slow descent. You can see that we're going to take a turn maybe here in just a moment. I think there's an intersection coming up. Or we already passed it, probably. That next time we're going to go the opposite direction. Well, here's an intersection here, but that's clearly not it, because there's only one way to go out of here. It's clearly marked, and we're well past that point anyway, because the descent will be different next time. Climb will be the same. So we're going to loop back through town and then re-hit that climb. Again, 98 riders now. Still quite a few guys off front, but at a minute 24, good chance they'll be caught. And we should see the winner come out of the peloton. It's going to be a sprinter that can climb a little bit, so we've got no chance on any of that. Oh, there was the sprint point we went through earlier before hitting the climb. I think there was our turnoff point. We come back anyway. 20k to go. We're good on water. Down to just 2 riders off front, just 27 seconds, so they'll get caught here quite soon. And we're about to hit the climb. So let's make sure that we have the pace to chase. We'll go 95. And where is Venipol? You need to get up a little bit higher here, buddy. Scoot forward. Scoot forward. Felchi's protecting you, right? Wow, Narvaez instantly going back. Felchi, Narvaez, Garrison. Okay. Venipol, I don't want him to push 95. I just want to make sure he does not get dropped here, as the likes of Yates and Shockman, these guys are all taken off. So we're going to switch this up on the fly. I'm going to take these 3. Let's stay 95. We're going to follow McNulty. Where is Mater? Oh gosh, what happened to you? Okay, we're going to put you on follow. No, not, you know what? We're not going to put you on follow. We're going to put you on attack and use your gel. And then you're going to use your gel. And McNulty's going to pursue. Venipol's going to follow. Use up his legs first. Mater's going to try to make his way through the field for his own position.
We've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
Okay, 1.5 to the top, and Venipol's red bar nastiness today is not helping him out much here. So McNulty's go ahead and sit up and just try to ride with Dumoulin. There you go, his gel just kicked in, and Venipol's now recovering a little bit of red bar. That still leaves Simon Yates out front. And as we approach the final few hundred meters, I need one more acceleration here from McNulty. Make sure we don't get dropped. 22 left in the group. Mater's still here. 21 left in the group. And there's Mater. Okay. McNulty's got nothing left, so I want him to follow. Venipol's going to follow, and Mater's going to keep pushing for a little bit longer here. Get us up the order a little bit. And now we're going to sit up, and then a Venipol, you're going to go here, and Mater is going to protect. We got a little time tick by. Now you could protect. There you go. And Venipol's looking good for the finish. 10k to go. No gel for a sprint at the end, but he's no sprinter anyway. So 22 in the peloton. It's actually a little smaller than I expected. I thought there would still be 30 to 40 left. Part of that was us. We pushed the pace. McNulty is now following and recovering. So we've got a little 3-man group to contest the stage. I would love to get a Venipol time bonus, but I don't see that happening as we get to these final 5k. So I would take whoever's the better sprinter at the end, but here comes an acceleration.
Acceleration by Simon Yates.
Mater is the quicker. McNulty's going to be the sacrificial lamb on this one. So 99, we're going to get you like this. Come on, McNulty. 4 guys getting away just because of our position, and McNulty can't even get through. 5 guys away. There's Mate. Okay, they're both there. 6 guys away. There we go. We pull them back. McNulty, given what he's got left. Mater, given what he's got left. And Evenepoel. Go, buddy. Go, buddy. Same time. Sagan is here. Wow, he just crushed it. Moss, Uran, Carapaz, Landa. Poles, Nibali. Matthews still here, but only 8th. He had nothing left for the sprint. Clearly Sagan did. He made it through the climbs and had that little bit left. Evenepoel uses what he's got, but that's still only enough for 18th. Everybody should be same time. I'd be surprised if Sagan gets a little bit better. McNulty, Mater, possible they lose time here, but it was just in the final 500 meters that they lost the wheel, so they shouldn't lose time, but this game doesn't like me. Likes everybody else. When I get time gaps, they don't like to give it. When they get time gaps, yeah, usually we lose time. Even if it's only in the final 500 meters. Either way, they did their job. They kept Evenepoel in the group, and he's the one that matters. So it's not a big deal. It's just expectation. Let's see. Sagan, no time gap. McNulty, Mater, no time gap. Okay, wow. For once, they kept the group together on time and didn't mess with us. Dumoulin still leads. Yates, Lopez, Carapaz, no time. Change, Evenepoel, these guys all same time. McNulty, though, is now 9th. So, whoever he was paired with is now gone. And was that... Oh, wait! Oh, Barta's already been withdrawn a while. Nicola Conchi. Conchi is withdrawn this stage. Just Conchi. And let's see, somebody who lost time. Ivan Sosa. Hershey. Shockman. I think it was Shockman, right? Pino Latour. No, it couldn't have been Shockman. He's 19 minutes down. And Sosa's 11 down. So, Uran, how big was the gap? 2 minutes. So who is almost 2 minutes behind McNulty? One of these two, Adam Yates or Tim Wellens. I think it was Adam Yates. Let's double check here. Is Adam Yates in this group? Or Tim Wellens? Which one? There's Adam Yates. 2 minutes behind. Yes, it is Adam Yates. So Adam Yates just slipped from 9th place out of the top 10. That is good. That is good for us. So giving us a little more gap back here. A little more protection against the riders behind. But we're in a good position at this point. Really good position. So very happy with where we're at through stage 12. Mater's fitness peak is now over though. Holmes begins when, but he's not here this race. And we're going to take a quick look at things going forward, but I am going to wrap this episode up a little bit early here. For one, I am trying to shorten them a few minutes, about 5 minutes shorter than what they used to be, 13. A lot of undulation through here. 14 is going to be a big mountain stage. That's going to hurt us a lot. 15, the length could hurt us a lot. We could lose a lot of time on those two stages. We'll do what we can to hang on. 16, that's flat, but it's not very flat. 17, that's very steep, but short at the end. How long is that? 4K? 18, no problem. 19, time trial. 20, another big climbing one, and 21 on the flat. So plenty of chances to get hurt here over the remaining stages of this race. 3 that don't matter, but the rest. That's 3, 4, 5. 5 stages that could very much hurt us. Time trial, I think we'll be good on that one, but we could definitely lose quite a bit of time over these final 5 stages. We've only had the one mountain stage, and we lost 2 minutes. So we could stand to lose 2, 4, 6 minutes the rest of the way. And that could definitely hurt our position. So the toughest is yet to come. We are still 15th in the index as of the 6th of December. Did I say December? I think I did. You know what I meant. This word. 2 4.5 stars now. We're still the second 3.5 star. We're still 15th. And it's still 21 teams in total that are at that 3.5 or better. So that 3.5 is looking very much like the benchmark. I don't see any recent changes, but let's see. Is the list getting any shorter? Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. We had, a whole page of 73s plus one. Now there's only a single 73 rider left, and the index has not changed at all. So where is their potential help? 175 left in the mountains, a few 74s. Nothing really for Punchy either. Time trial, couple 74s lead the way now. Cobble, a 74. A 75 on the sprint. Plankart, double 74. Perez is decent, but nothing major. Nothing. So at this point, I don't see any big changes coming to any of the teams out there. There's just not the riders left to make it happen. It's still not a guarantee. We have a month before it is, but the available riders out there are not enough to transform the teams and raise their index at all, or so it appears. So it does appear to me, it appears to be the case that we have done enough. Maybe we slide one spot if somebody gets the right rider to boost a weak area for themselves, but you can't make any strong developments among the riders that are still available out there. You can only take something that you're weak at and get a little better, but otherwise we are looking very much at CCC and Neri Satoli going down. And you can see of the Continental Pro teams, the current Continental Pro teams, we are the highest on the list, with Arkea Samsic being the other to go up. Direct Energy up to 3.5 stars, but not making enough of an improvement to get in. So as of right now, Arkea Samsic and us are in. And again, maybe Arkea Samsic or Katusha Albison or Mitchelton Scott, right? Maybe the teams are right behind us could do something. Maybe one of these 6 gets above us. But I don't see more than 1 or 2 teams making any sort of waves, any sort of movement with the riders that are left out there. So I'm thinking we've done it. I think we've done it. I think it'll be enough. That's going to do it for this episode of Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.